Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Roommates. I'm one half of the dynamic duo, DJ Dynasty.
And it's your boy DJ Jack Frost.
And as usual, we have a great list of topics to discuss with you today. But first, we want to start off with something that's really been affecting America more on the downside of things. It's just these alarming number of school shootings, man, that have taken place over these past couple months. I think we're up to 23 now.
23
this
school
year,
shootings.
and it's only May. That's ridiculous, man.
Yep.
So it turns out that there's actually this game simulation that has been created. You know, can you give a little bit more detail on that?
Okay, so like you said, there's been a game created called Active Shooter,
Oh wow.
where basically you can play as a school shooter in a school, shooting kids, or you can play as a SWAT team member, trying to take down a school shooter. So just a little more on it. Active Shooter was described as a dynamic SWAT simulator where players can choose to work as the member of a SWAT team attempting to disarm the shooter or as the shooter themselves. A box to the left of the screen kept track of how many police officers and civilians were killed. A video featuring the game briefly shows what appears to be a school shooter firing at civilians as they try to run away. Of course, the game angered lawmakers and parents of school shooting victims who felt the game was inappropriate, rightfully so. In fact, one of the parents of the victims said on Twitter, "I have seen and heard many horrific things over the past few months since my daughter was the victim of a school shooting and is now dead in real life. This game may be one of the worst," said Fred Gutenberg, whose daughter was among the students killed during February shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. So the Valve Corporation said that it has pulled the Active Shooter game, which was scheduled to launch on the Steam platform on June 6th. They also said that after investigating the controversy surrounding the game, they learned a person identified as Ada Berdiev was behind the game's publisher, Revived Games, and developer Acid. Ada is a troll with a history of customer abuse, publishing copyrighted material, and user review manipulation.
Well, from my perspective, I just feel like this is just terrible timing from this company. I mean, what you see, I'm pretty sure they watch the news just like everybody else does and sees how these traumatized these kids are when they have to talk to the reporters and just describe the overall scenario. This isn't something that you want to, like redo. You know what I'm saying? This is something
crazy,
that you
man.
want to. No matter what kind of video game, no matter what kind of people are buying it, like whatever your fan base is, this isn't something that you want to advertise or try to make money off of right now. You know, it's like you're making money off of other people's tragedy.
It's definitely what they're doing. What I'm saying? Just like the corporation said, that's a troll. You know what I'm saying? Like, how insensitive can you be? You know what I'm saying? Like 23 school shootings already in 2018, and we're just about to enter into June.
It hasn't even been half a year yet.
It hasn't even been half a year, and just think about all the lives lost, all the families, you know what I'm saying? Just going through all of this heartache still, and you just throwing it out there for people to just relive it. That's traumatized. All the students, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's crazy because they give you the option of being the sadistic school shooter, or you can be the SWAT team. Either way, that's just like a situation that, as a young kid, I mean, I'm pretty sure most of the kids will be trying to play something like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just like they're practicing. Like,
pretty much. It's practice at
it's
this
making
point.
no sense whatsoever.
Developing tactics, or, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I mean,
it's sick.
And they always say how games like Grand Theft Auto and, Call of Duty and stuff like this are like just so bad. But I'm pretty sure I played those games for years. They don't have a situation where you're literally sitting in a classroom about to walk in with an assault rifle or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's just blasphemy on that company's part. I'm pretty sure that there will be a lot of protests and negative backlash regarding that.
I mean, they took it off. You know, they took it off the site or whatever. But for you guys to even allow it to be, you know what I'm saying,
to get attention, period. It's just mind-boggling to me.
It is. But speaking of another mind-boggling story, did you hear about the doctor in Atlanta that got in trouble for dancing? Okay, so
yeah, I did hear about it.
Yeah, so patients are suing a doctor for negligence after videos of her dancing in the operating room during surgery surface online.
So I feel like when you first hear something like that, it's just like, nah, come on, man, that's not possible.
Yeah,
like surgery is one of the most intense practices on the planet Earth. Like it requires so much focus and attention because we all know that one minor slip up can cost someone their life. And of course,
true. I don't want my surgeon in there
exactly like
hitting the
millie rocking. No. Like, come on now.
No. I need full concentration.
It's okay to do that before you come in there, but once you clock in to work, you're in the business of saving lives.
Now, if you want to put the radio on, if that help you ease your nerves, you know what I'm saying, get your hand right. But all that dance. Look, okay, so we're gonna get into the story. So, an Atlanta physician by the name of Dr. Wendell Bout is reportedly facing multiple lawsuits after videos of her dancing while she operated on patients surfaced on her YouTube channel.
Wait, so
her YouTube channel.
Wait, so she made a YouTube channel, and her patients are the families of her patients are sitting there watching this. Like,
I guess so.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's
so, although the videos have since been deleted from her channel, it seems patients had no idea that Dr. Bout was dancing and filming herself while they were unconscious. According to HLN.B, Dr. Bout is facing at least 5 malpractice lawsuits. Some patients are even alleging that they have suffered infections, disfigurement, and even brain damage after undergoing procedures from Dr. Bout.
Wow. Wait, so she's literally in there just singing lovely tunes.
Bro,
and from the looks of the video,
bro, let me show you the video.
I'm about to cut it. Our booty's all bleak, waistline snatched. Got a banging body and a smile to match. Yeah, wow, booty's on fleek, waistline snatched. Got a banging body with a smile to match. Yeah, you can have whatever you like. Ooh, Betty Boop, just a rabbit. J-Lo, Nicki Minaj, whatever you like. You can have whatever you like.
So, like, what kind of patient that has a serious injury wants to go to her? Like,
nobody.
Because she's clearly not taking your injury serious.
She lost all credibility after that one. I mean, now I will say, Dr. Miami, you know, real famous surgeon, plastic surgeon, you know, all the Hollywood, everybody in Hollywood goes to him. He does that, you know, he dances and, you know, has different little whatever, you know, charades going on in the operating room, but I haven't heard anybody coming out saying that they got brain damage, you know what I'm saying, and disfigurement, like.
So does Miami do, like, more than plastic surgery, or is it just?
All I know is plastic surgery. I know, you know, he gives, you know, lipo and boobs, butt jobs, all that. That's usually what I see. Mm-hmm. But, you know, like I said, I haven't heard of anybody suing him. You know,
yeah, he's been in the business for a minute.
Been in it for a minute. He's still dancing, still got the snap going. So obviously it's working for him. But
from Dr. Boutte,
Dr. Boutte,
that is alarming. Like, I'm pretty sure.
Is that how you say it, Boutte?
Yeah, I think that's what the newscast
really
said. Yeah,
Dr. Boutte. I said, wow, I just thought that was too good to be true. Dr. Boutte. Oh man.
I mean, for her to just come in with that kind of energy like that, and then I wonder how many successful surgeries she had and how long she got away with this before she just started getting sloppy. Like,
you need to cut it.
got the wrong syringe, all this. Like, come on now.
Got the little horn blowing, boy. She was getting it.
Did she even use the right amount of anesthesia? I mean, because
apparently so, because they didn't know she was in that jigging, so they had to be good knocked out.
I mean, I'm pretty sure somehow like, man, I had a dream of music playing.
For some reason, Brick House is just stuck in my head.
Exactly,
I can't get it
Can't
out.
quite put my finger on it, but for whatever reason, I just can't get that Gotti out of my head, man. So that's interesting.
It really is. It really is.
And how much time what do you think her consequences are going to be for this debacle?
I really don't even know, bro. Like, I don't even know how they're gonna attack it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure she's gonna be fine. She might even lose her license. Honestly.
Oh, I know that's
she should.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You brain damage, disfigurement, and you in here dancing in the operating room like.
Yeah, I mean,
you gotta go ahead and get her out of there. She putting folks' lives at risk.
And she put her own self in jeopardy. Like, if you didn't have a whole YouTube channel about this, you could have just been recording on your phone, saving it for something to laugh at later or something.
You would have been better off just putting it on your Snap.
Yeah.
You feel me? Hey, that delete after 24 hours.
Yeah.
But you done created a whole channel.
YouTube page.
Thinking you Dr. Miami, and you just in here jigging, talking about you a brick house.
She's finna be doctor without a license. Because, I mean, that's all that's going to be showed in the courtroom.
Yeah.
They're going to run back everything.
It's tough.
It's just a shame that people trusted her literally with their lives. Had all kind of injuries and stuff, and she's just in there just chopping away at the wrong body parts.
And that's the sad part.
I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure she's not gonna have enough money to cover all these lawsuits that are about to come down the pipe.
Yeah, man.
Because they can hit her with all kinds of stuff.
So, if you were to judge, how much time would you give her, or would you give her time?
If somebody dies, she got to get time. But brain damage enough is just
brain damage enough is
that's like death in itself, honestly. Because I mean, you need your brain to live the way you're meant to live. So
especially it depends on what state. You know, if they're in the vegetable state, oh yeah, you go ahead and put her away.
Yeah, she turning people into vegetables. So I mean, like, it's a shame, man.
It really is, man.
And this was in Atlanta, right?
In Atlanta.
Yeah, man.
In Atlanta.
She's really giving the city a bad name up.
Yeah, man.
And I'm pretty sure she does like private practice, so that's not a good look for her. And it's just like the school she went to, everything. She's, you know, giving everybody a bad name. Like,
yeah. I wonder what school she went to.
And it's interesting because she's doing all this, just putting her whole career on the line just to listen to some music. Like, I don't get it, just to have a good time.
Man,
like,
I'm pretty sure she was doing it for the publicity, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
She's trying to blow up like
yeah.
Dr. Miami did, you know what I'm saying?
But aren't you making enough bread doing what you're doing?
Apparently not. Apparently not as much as she wants. Or maybe it's not about the money. Maybe she wants the fame at this point, you know? But, yeah, you got to do better.
It sucks, man.
Dr. Butte.
It sucks because I mean, what if you for instance, you go in there for, let's see, you trying to get a leg amputated or something, you know what I mean? You go in there, you wake up, the wrong leg cut off. Like, I mean, like, and all she can do is say.
But she got 50K views on YouTube already.
Exactly. Like, you wake up, one of your ears missing or something like that, and she just got your patient info mixed up with somebody else's. I mean, anything can happen in that scenario. If you that loose, if you that, you know what I'm saying, you that enthused, you over enthused about the situation, like anything can happen. So
she done got 100K new subscribers.
I hope it was worth it for the time.
And this man mouth all the way crooked, mouth by his ear.
Exactly.
It's tough.
It's turned them man into SpongeBob.
It's tough. But onto the music category. You know, unless you guys have been under a rock, then I'm sure you have heard about the Drake and Pusha T beef that's been going on this past week. You know, just going back and forth, diss track for diss track. So, just a little history on how this beef all started. So it started years ago between Lil Wayne and Pusha T. I think it was supposedly because Lil Wayne was on a magazine cover wearing Bape, the clothing line.
Bathing Ape. Yeah.
Yeah, and Pusha T and Pharrell, I guess had claimed that as their look. So, they were, saying that he took their style and made the song Mr. Me Too. So they kind of went back and forth for years, subliminally dissing each other in interviews, songs, stuff like that. Then eventually, Drake stepped in, I guess, taking the side of his boss, Lil Wayne. And so he started dissing Pusha T. Little slick shots here and there. Okay, so fast forward to now. Pusha T just released the album. And on this album, he has a song titled Infrared, in which he's, just taking shots at Drake. He talks about how Drake has a ghostwriter. We all know Quentin Miller. He mentions how Quentin Miller, writes Drake's raps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, how could you write this wrong when you don't even write your own songs? Yeah, he said that.
Okay.
So, okay, he dropped Infrared. In less than 24 hours, Drake came back with a song called Duppy Freestyle, where he came back at Pusha, basically saying, okay, so you sitting here dissing me, for having a ghostwriter and having somebody help me on my songs. Then how do you feel about your boss, Kanye, when he comes to me for help? Because even Kanye has, publicly, he's tweeted about it. Like, thanks for Drake for helping me on, what was the song, 30 Hours, and Father Stretch My Hands, and just other stuff, So Drake has helped Kanye as well. So he's basically saying, how you going to come at me because I, got somebody helping me on a couple songs when I'm helping your boss. Yeah, and then Drake goes on to say how he's tired of helping his enemies eat based off of his talent. Basically saying, look, I'm helping Kanye, and then y'all, coming after me. Then he says that Pusha T is not even top 5 as far as his label goes. He signed to Good Music.
Wait, let's see. We got Big
Sean.
He's definitely
he's not better than Big Sean.
No, for sure.
They got Kanye, of course. Is 2 Chainz?
Interesting.
I know Tiana Taylor,
Yeah.
designer.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can think of offhand.
Yeah. But it's a couple more guys.
There's a couple more. Then he said, basically, that Pusha T ain't about the life that he be rapping about.
He said his cousins used to sell dope.
Yeah, said it was. He said something like that. His own brother said it was him, his brother speaking about his brother, and then his cousin, and then Pusha T. So Drake said that you didn't rap about what you did. You didn't rap about what you did. You rap about what you saw. Basically saying he didn't live that life, and he ends it up sending an invoice to the Good Music label.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he sent the invoice to the label. Man, sorry, bear with me here. I'll find what I tell you.
I understand, but yeah, I definitely heard about the invoice. Wasn't it for like 20 stacks?
No, sir. It is
Was
for
more?
$100,000.
Whoa.
100K, my guy. Yeah, for professional services rendered. Yes.
Which means
in detail, he says for promotional assistance and career reviving.
Oh wow, that's petty.
A fee of $100,000.
Cause let's be real. Last time we heard Pusha T was on what? That Lamborghini Mercy.
Pretty much.
And after that, it was Move That Dope, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Was that before
yeah,
or
with,
after?
Future.
And Pharrell, no?
I think it was kind of like around the same time.
Yeah,
actually.
but around the same time.
But yeah, I mean,
Which was years ago.
So, not done.
It's far from over.
It's far from
I'm
over.
assuming it's far from
So,
over. It's far from over.
all right. So he sent the invoice, $100K fee, which is rightfully so, because I mean nobody would be talking about Pusha T if Drake didn't respond.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So Pusha T responded again last night with another disc called "The Story of Adidon," in which the art cover for the single is a picture of Drake in blackface.
Yeah, I heard about that. It's been it's actually taken from one of Drake's photographers. It's been surfacing the internet since 2008 for like 10 years now.
Really, but it was just
Yeah. And it was basically part of a clothing line that Drake was modeling for and stuff like that. And it was supposed to feature racial overtones, and it was like a Jim Crow theme kind of thing, just trying to, represent the black experience in a quote unquote unapologetic way.
Really?
That's why you saw Drake up there with the, like he was happy to have a black
Yeah,
face.
he was
you know
cheesing.
what I mean? He was
cheesing
he
hard.
was ecstatic, like, yeah, I'm here.
I'm black.
Yeah, and it was, and for him to just, for Pusha T to go way back in time to dig up stuff like that, man, it just shows you that there's a lot of distaste here in this beef. Man.
Hey, man, you gotta line your ducks up in a row when you coming for Drake.
You gotta have them bullets ready.
Look, I'm telling
we
you,
all
Jack.
learned what happened to Meek. He had one in the chamber. That was it.
And missed.
And it said bang.
He grazed him. He grazed him. He grazed him, but
Okay.
Drake came back with the
Yeah.
Draco, boy.
He
I'm
hit
telling
him.
you.
He hit him with the Neo one
let
time.
it rip.
The Matrix.
But okay. So like I said, the artwork for the single was a picture of Drake in blackface, and in the song he takes shots at Drake, saying that how Drake always battled with the issue of thinking people thought that he wasn't black enough, basically, like he had something to prove.
Mm-hmm.
And then to wrap it all up, he airs it out that Drake allegedly has a baby that he's been hiding by a porn star.
Oh, say it ain't so.
Yeah, man.
Say it ain't so.
Yeah, man.
Her name is Sophie Brusso, according to tabloids and reports. So, say it's on Instagram now, and I have no idea how old the child is at this point, but his name is Adonis.
Adonis.
Yes.
Young
Adonis.
Creed.
Yeah. And apparently she had the baby back in November. And now the photos come out, and have you heard anything from Drake regarding the response to this baby? I don't think he's gonna say anything.
I mean, it hasn't been 24 hours yet.
Yep.
So, we still waiting, Drake.
Yeah.
What you gonna say?
Yeah.
Is the child really yours?
Mm.
About to call up Murray again, man.
Yeah, and a little bit more info on that. It says the two had been photographed in Amsterdam together just 4 months earlier, and she alleges that Drake got her pregnant during that trip, which was back in May of 2017.
Okay.
At the time, Drake did not deny sleeping with Sophie, but was adamant that he was not the father. His representative told Hollywood Life that the hookup was a one-time thing and that Drake used protection, so he knows it's not his child. Somebody's lying. So this is going to be interesting. I don't think Pusha T would go to these lengths if he didn't have hardcore evidence.
Yeah. And I mean, he said, surgical. He said, I'm approaching this surgically or something like that. Just peeling it back layer by layer. So it sounds like he might have some more dirt on them. Yep. Just waiting out.
And here's his bar, quote for quote, right here in the story of Adidon, like you mentioned. Quote, "You are hiding a child, let that boy come home. Deadbeat MFer, playing border control. Patrol, my bad. Adonis is your son, and he deserves more than an Adidas press run. That's real. Love that baby, respect your girl, forget she's a porn star, let her be your world." And the missile has been launched.
And landed.
I mean, she don't look, from the pictures,
I would imagine that she would be, pretty.
I mean, if it's Drake, he can't slip up like that. He know that.
Like that. He don't have Rihanna, J-Lo.
Come on now. Can't slip up like that.
But dang. So he got a porn star pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
He's let Pusha T tell it. He's ashamed of her and the child. And he's hiding both of them.
His dad wears Steve Harvey suits.
Yeah, he did say that. He said, oh, he did. He said something about the Steve Harvey suits made him or something like that.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
tough.
his dad suits do be a little, they still do be a little baggy.
Yeah, even in that commercial for the Virginia Black.
The Virginia Black. What's the logo?
Oh man, what he said?
Not logo.
The slogan?
The slogan is horrible.
Oh yeah, it's terrible.
It's so good it make you say woo or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah,
Make
yeah.
you say woo. Drake, you could have did better.
Only thing good about that commercial was Nicole Murphy.
Oh,
And we all know that.
she's so fine. Goodness gracious, about what, 50 something?
Oh yeah, she's north of 50. I know that much.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Lord have mercy. Yeah.
But yeah, man. We're gonna definitely keep America posted on this beef because hey, summertime's only getting hotter, man. And
It's only getting hotter, man.
Yes.
This is what we needed. Hip hop needed this. The
Yep.
summer needed this. I needed some good music. Sounds bad, but I need a little controversy.
I mean, hey,
Keep things fresh.
we all do, man.
Keep you on your toes.
Because I mean, this is not gonna end pretty for whoever takes the L in this one.
It's not.
I feel like Drake got some TMZ people that push the T spot right now,
Look
going through
in
some
the
financial
bushes,
records,
baby.
going through everything.
I'm telling you. So who you got your money on? Drake or Pusha? Who you think is gonna?
I'm a lean towards Drake only because his album ain't came out yet. He still got time
True.
to build up enough ammunition to just send out subtle jabs on every song.
He said, "Don't come at me when I'm in album mode."
Mm.
He's in album mode.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Drake too, just because his track record.
Yeah.
His track record is, hey, it's impressive.
So I hope Pusha got some hidden gems somewhere, man, that he just waiting. I hope he save them for the perfect time.
Go
Because
hope.
once this album come out, it's gonna be all Drake.
True.
So I mean, yeah, I hope he's ready. But as far as beefs go, we have an NBA beef that has been going on for almost half a decade now. Quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of it. But the basketball guys just can't seem to get enough of it, man.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Presenting to you all, Cavs and Warriors Part 4.
Part 4.
Didn't think I would be saying this at the beginning of the season, honestly. Well, I mean, there was a slight chance, I thought. But I was like, man,
I thought that was gonna be the matchup, but I was I said Cleveland for sure coming out the East, and I knew it was gonna be between Golden State and the Rockets. Now I was hoping
San Antonio too, but we all know how that turned out.
no, Bonte.
Come on, man. Kawhi, he went right, bro. We all saw what happened 2 years ago.
Only you.
Zaza the assassin. So
Only
you're not
you
gonna
thought
mention.
the Spurs were gonna.
You're not gonna
be
mention
contenders.
Zaza taking this man's
Yes,
whole
he
career.
did that. He did that. But as it may be, they weren't going to be contenders this year. We knew that. I'm sorry. But, yeah, like you said, 4 years in a row, it's the doggone Warriors and the Cavs again.
Yeah, so it's just I don't understand how everything is just transpired the way that it did. The fact I really just want to applaud LeBron though, because man, it was a pure Herculean effort for him to even get to this point. So I gotta really applaud him. He's permanently on my Mount Rushmore of basketball players at this point. Will never be taken off of that just because of what he's achieved. He played all 82 games, didn't miss a game. Game 7, round 1. Slug that out. We all know what happened to Toronto. I feel like that's just Drake's fault. He just going to charge that one to the game.
He's their kryptonite.
Yeah, so, swept them. Then another Game 7 against a Boston team without 2 of their best players.
Mm-hmm. A hungry Boston team.
Exactly.
Brian playing the full game. What? How many games of the series did he play full game? Like at least 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, he went at least 40, 44, 45 minutes in all of them.
I know in Game 7 he didn't leave the court.
Yeah. So,
But,
we can just kind of, lead you guys up to how we got to this point. We already did it for the East. And for the Warriors, for example, round 1 against my Spurs, I mean, didn't have Kawhi, so that was a gentleman's sweep 4-1, of course. Second round, you bump into a New Orleans team without Boogie. That was 4-2, 6 game, kind of like a gentleman's sweep. Nobody really gave him a chance.
Yeah.
And the Houston Rockets, man, I don't even know where to start on them.
Oh,
my goodness.
Houston Rockets.
If you watch that Game 7, I feel like if you agree with me, you feel like you wasted a good 2 hours of your life getting to a foregone conclusion.
Man.
But, man, we didn't think – 27 straight missed threes.
Bro,
man.
they shot 7 for 44. Missed 27 27 threes in a row. They set a record for the most consecutive misses from a team in the playoffs ever.
See, this is what I don't understand about the Rockets. If you were watching that Game 7 closely, you got in the bonus with like 10 minutes left in the first quarter. I've never seen that happen. The refs were like, okay, if y'all be aggressive, y'all can win this.
I'm saying
that's basically what they were telling them.
You in the bonus and you not driving, you just gonna keep throwing up these bricks. Look, I understand that, the 3-ball was their bread and butter all season. You know what I'm saying? They lived by the 3 all season, but they died by it.
Oh, did they?
Okay.
Straight slit wrists, Achilles, everything.
All that. They went to Dr. Boutte for this one. 'Cause, it was tough, man.
And it was so crazy because Clay got into foul trouble. 2 fouls in 2 minutes. This is one of their best big game players. He's a better big game player than Curry and KD, if you ask me. I mean, he's more consistent. But the fact that they didn't take advantage of any of that, on top of the fact that they had the 3-2 lead, it's just like, man, like how worse could it get circumstance-wise for you to not capitalize? And I read a little stat. You want to know what the odds were of them shooting that bad?
What?
1 in 72,000.
Bro, nobody thought this, bro.
Come on,
nobody, bro. And James Harden set a record, a horrible record as well. Yes, bro. Harden set a record for the most missed threes in a playoff series with guess how many? 59.
Bro,
James Harden missed 59 threes in the series,
Okay.
which set a record for the most missed.
But if my math is correct, that's about eight missed threes a game in
Bro.
7 games. Bro, you could have passed the ball 8 times.
59 missed threes, bro. As a team, y'all missed 27 in a row, 7 for 44. Like, if it's not falling, at some point, if the shot is not falling, you have to change up the game plan.
My goodness. And I just want to know what D'Antoni was saying in those huddles, because this drought went from the second quarter all the way to the end of the game. So the crowd's just sitting there like, what am I spending my money for? And Travis Scott over there about to have a damn panic attack.
For real. But I will say this. There were a lot of questionable no calls against Houston. You know what I'm saying? Where Harden was definitely getting fouled on some and ones, on some, you know what I'm saying, just a lot of fouls that should have been called that weren't. But at the end of the day, they just didn't show up, especially James. In the fourth quarter, I mean, it didn't even look like he wanted the ball. He didn't want the ball in the fourth quarter, man.
And I felt like he was just losing confidence, man. Because we can't really solely put the game on him. Because guys like Gordon, Ariza, Tucker, Gerald Green, Eric, all of them had at least 3 wide open shots.
Yeah, Gordon stepped up.
Yeah.
I think he had like 20-something.
Yeah.
Ariza, 0 points.
Oh, nah, Ariza, man, look. They got to get rid of him. He's not ready for the moment.
Did Gerald Green, I think he maybe had like 2.
Yeah, he had a couple shots.
But still, he didn't show up how he was supposed to. This man missing layups. He don't want a dunk contest.
Oh, yeah. It was one instance where he had a clear room to just take off and kill it. But
This man has won a dunk contest, and he missing layups.
blowing cupcakes off the rim kind of dunks.
He did do that.
Blowing the counters off. And he can't even come through with a flush in Game 7 to ignite the crowd. And he from Houston. That's supposed to be your time when you come through like Dominique Wilkins.
At home, know your whole fam there, probably your middle school teachers, everybody.
Though.
Student, faculty, everybody there, lunch ladies. And you out here missing layups. But them braids tight, though. You got the Rockets logo in them braids every week.
But he had the Houston Oilers logo.
I'm
I
telling
was
you.
like, but went old school.
But can't make a layup. Boy, you make me sick.
So, yeah, long story short, the Rockets choked harder than any other team in NBA history. and it's a fact. So now here we are again, stuck with this great. I don't even know what to call this kind of series, but I feel like at the end of the day, like the last 3 years, game one is pretty much going to determine how this goes. How do you see game one playing out, man?
Man,
It's in Oracle, of course. Now we got LeBron and the sidekicks, whatever you want to call them. Like, come on, man. Who do you think will show up? You legit need at least 3 guys to drop 15. At least
you need
15.
at least 3 people other than LeBron in double digits. At least. It's the only way.
Man,
the only way. And even then, it's gonna be a battle.
Oh yeah, because they're not stopping anybody.
No.
I mean, you can if you think Cleveland is finna hold them under 100 points in any of these games, you gonna lose a lot of money if you bet on that. Just know that. The only way that's gonna happen is if, God forbid, any type of injuries happen, which is what they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to be physical. And some guys are gonna have to end up probably fouling out, but. Man, at this point, they're all bets are against them. We were talking about this the other day. The Cavs are pretty much the biggest underdog in sports history.
Yeah, I would say that.
Nobody's betting any money on Cleveland unless you just know something we all don't know.
Cause I sure ain't finna bet on them. I'm sorry, but I just don't have the confidence in the Cavs.
And what we don't know is who is gonna show up besides LeBron.
Yep.
Kevin Love, Mr. Concussion.
He's
That's
so
what I'm gonna start
frail.
calling him.
Oh, he makes me sick. He's so for real.
Concussions are a really serious issue, but you usually see like concussions in football a lot.
Yeah.
You don't really hear about concussions in basketball, but at the end of the day, man, I feel like it's gonna be, like I said, a rough series for those Cavs. But I'm never gonna count LeBron out.
Can never count LeBron
Can't never
out.
do that. Ever
Never.
since 2016, 3-1 deficit, we all know how that turned out.
But okay, so who you going with? Who you got?
Man. This may sound crazy, man. But, if I had to put my money on it, I'm probably gonna go Cavs in 7.
You going Cavs in 7? I love it.
Just because I want
love
to see it happen.
I love it.
Just because I want to see it happen, man.
I
Cavs
love
in 7.
it. I would love to see that happen, but
Come on, man. Hey, like you always
I
tell me
feel
about the
bad.
law of attraction, man.
you're right.
You gotta
You
speak
know
it
what?
into existence.
You are right. I am a firm believer of speaking things into existence. So
Got to.
Cavs in 7.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first, guys. Before everybody, Stephen, they all done made the picks. I'm pretty sure none of them are gonna say Cavs in 7. So when they win in 7, we said it first.
We said it first, man. You heard it here first. It's your boy DJ Jack Frost,
This is DJ DR
and this is the Roommates.
signing out.
Yeah.
Cavs in 7.
Hey.